I'm Mike Odenbeck.
I'm Alex Gorley.
And there's our
Sober the Stops.
And dude, I did just realize that I am outside. I just yelled that really loud. And tonight we are drinking this whale tail.
Killer whale.
We were talking about whale tails earlier, how they flap around in the breeze.
Yeah.
And that just was stuck on my mind. The killer whale.
Killer whale. Cream ale.
Cream ale. That sounds like cream ale doesn't really sound like a beachy type of drink though to me.
You know, all right. Years I wouldn't try cream ale when I first got into beers because I'm like, who wants cream in beer?
Yeah.
But it just means that basically there's corn in it. It's creamy-ish. It's sweeter. It's frothy. It's actually, this is like a little bit of a lighter, crisp beer. But yeah, it just has a little bit more full bodiness to it. Killer Whale Cream Ale, Bold City Brewery from Jacksonville, Florida, because I am in Florida.
In Florida.
Right now. Yeah.
Florida.
I'm in the epicenter.
Yeah, we are coming internationally because I feel like Florida is a whole nother country away.
Yeah, I mean, they have their own language. They have their own culture. If they have probably their own wacky laws. They have animals that will kill you.
Man. If we were in Europe, I would be in Sweden and you would be in Italy.
Pretty much.
That's like the distance.
Yeah. So Florida's the Italy of the United States because it sure doesn't feel like it.
Well, yeah, man. They both have that whole bottom and like down into the water type of peninsula.
I mean, you're not wrong. The little panhandle.
Yeah.
That is funny. Maybe it is. Maybe. Do you think Europeans look at Italy like Floridians?
They look at Italy like Florida, like there's your vacation spot, maybe.
Maybe. I was thinking more like the people, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
That's where all the. Well, actually, you know what? It kind of is because Italy has the highest ratio of elderly people than any other country in the Europe.
Huh. That is a good point.
And so does Florida for states in the United States.
That's wild. Oh, I think we're onto something.
Although, if you look at the latitude, Italy is more like on the same parallel as like Michigan.
Yeah.
Which is really fucking weird to think about.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because if you go from the Mediterranean Sea out the Straits of Gibraltar and you keep going directly west, I mean, just straight west line, you'll go straight into the Great Lakes.
Nice.
Geography, Alex.
It's an amazing thing.
It is.
The more you know.
So, what is it? What's the APV on this beer?
The ABV. That is a good ass question that I do not have at the moment. I thought it was on the side of. Let's look it up real quick. It can't be very. There's no way it's that high. I can almost guarantee that. Most cream ales aren't. I mean, you don't really want a high
because it sounds crafty.
And
we all know that I won't drink a craft beer unless it's over a 7.
It's a 5.5.
Oh, it's a 5.5.
It got a score of 76 on the Beer Advocate.
76. That's actually not too bad.
Yeah. Let's see. The first review is from Chator U12 from Florida. It said, looks, clear gold body, one finger of fizzy white head that quickly dissipates, smell of lemon peel and mildly metallic hops, taste, lemon peel, mild spiciness, slightly coppery, light bitterness, and then rapidly exits. Mouthful is average body, high carbonation, overall very plain and basically acceptable.
Dude, what? That was just a comment?
Yes.
What? So these people think that they're on like full on beer taster extraordinaires when they're leaving these comments on here.
Yeah. Have you never met a craft beer person before? Every single one of them's like, this is mildly sophisticated with a light simplicity that only accentuates by the lemon zest that is tiptoeing through the body into the back part of my palate. Yes, it is raining right now like a MFer, and it did just lightning. Thank God I'm in a covered area.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Dude, my palate says it's kind of like a mixture of Milwaukee's Best, and you dump a little Milwaukee's Best in with a half a shot of Jack Daniels, and that's kind of like what this beer tastes like.
Yeah.
But that's not what that beer tastes like.
Nah.
For sure, I just had something crawl in the back of my shirt. It's kind of like what this beer tastes like.
That's what we get for doing this outside.
All right. Well, let's see what this does taste like, Alex.
Okay.
Big swig.
Darkness comes. Gaze upon the ember rise, you mesmerize. Ashes falling from the sky, eternal gray. The flame of chaos never dies, it justifies. Open worlds can never sky. Do you think you know who you are? When the darkness comes, then there's nowhere you can run. If the midnight strikes and you lose your only son. When the darkness comes, la 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 la, will you come undone? La 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 la, think you know someone till the darkness comes.
Best craft beer description. Ready, go.
It tastes like a light creaminess that was left over in an aluminum can. and then someone put water in it. Do you want a real one, or I was just trying to like what's the most basic thing I could say?
Cream of corn and aluminum.
Yeah, it tastes like someone ate some this is gonna be fun. So it's it feels like someone ate some corn, drank a beer, spit it in a can, switched it around, and I drank it.
Yeah,
but better.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah. No, it's actually not bad. It's like that one description. It's kind of mild. It's like a good. I mean, it's just a good solid drinker beer. Like just kind of hang out, drink a couple by the pool. Not too much, not enough, that kind of thing.
So when you're in Florida, it's not a lawnmower beer; it's a poolside beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a full flavored poolside beer. Let's put it that way.
Gotcha. After you drink a few of them, you don't want to go swimming.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Did water get on your camera?
Huh?
I feel like there's water spots on your camera now.
Yeah, I just felt some wind push this in.
Is there a hurricane right now? Do you need to seek shelter?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Shoo. Getting scared for you over there, buddy.
I know, right? I was getting scared because I know you all can't see this, but the creepy part about this was like all the rain started falling, but then I guess the dead leaves, the rain caught all the dead leaves, so all the leaves started falling at the same time, and I'm like, well, that's not apocalyptic or nothing. Yeah, it is kind of a thunderstorm-esque. I will say that. You could actually see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it behind you. It looks nasty.
Yeah.
Definitely nobody down there at the pool party right now.
Not now. I knew this was coming. We checked the weather. We've already been at the pool, been back. Hey, I've never seen a squirrel on a palm tree. That's the first one.
And he's holding on for dear life.
He was like, I'm getting the hell out of this.
Well, speaking of apocalyptic, that plays right into kind of what we're talking about tonight.
Yep.
We are talking about the truth behind the Bible and what it really tells us and what we really should know about what's going on in the book of Genesis.
Okay.
So a little backstory. I just happened to catch an interview that was being given to a guy named Timothy Alberino.
Okay.
Who has a book out called oh shit, I should have wrote it down.
But you got his name.
Timothy Alberino. He has a book out called Birthright.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole long like post title that goes, subtitle that goes to the title, but the title of the book is Birthright. Okay. And basically what he's talking about is where humans come from and where we're going and all of that, which is like a common topic on this podcast. So when I found this interview and I started listening to some of his lectures, then afterwards I was like, man, like this is something that we need to talk about because I haven't heard this, and we might have actually talked about this already, but I just don't remember.
Yeah.
But we'll find out. Yeah. So as with any story, let's start at the beginning, just like the Bible did with Genesis.
Yep.
And this is going to be very Bible heavy episode. Okay. So for all of our Catholic listeners out there, go ahead and take a second shot of Jack Daniels now. Okay. Now let's begin.
Was hoping no one noticed, 'cause I was left wide open. walked right up and stole it. And Lord, I should have known it. It's over now, you see. Keep pulling at my seams. Fuck you in the horse you rode in. I'm down on my left, but I never really had none. I'll soften up the blow. It only goes to show useless to try. Try to keep from going under. My days are looking on, but it took a second, now I'm broke it. This life I'm barely holding. It's over now, you see. Keep pulling at my seams. Forget you and the horse you rode in on. Down on my left, but I never really had none. I soften up the blow. It only goes to show useless to try. Only my mind, think you got that too. You can have it all, how much do you wanna lose? Only my mind, think you got that too. You can have it all, but how much do you wanna lose? We ain't got but a hope in hell. Same old lie that you know so well. We ain't got but a hope in hell. Same old lie that you know so well. Nothing left to only my mind, I think you got that too. You can have it all, but how much do you wanna lose? Only my mind, I think you got that too. You can have it all, but how much do you wanna lose? Do you want? Do you want? Do you want? Do you wanna love? Do you
The book of Genesis does not describe the beginning of earth and mankind on earth,
Yeah.
but rather it describes post the first great reset.
Yeah.
So what happened was,
Yeah.
you have to think about first things you have to do is you have to get your mind out of the egocentric way that we think as humans. Okay. So a lot of humans in general, at first we thought that basically the whole universe revolved around us. And then we found out that flat earth wasn't real.
Yeah.
And that we're not the center of the universe, which was a real blow to our ego. But in order to maintain some of that ego, we decided that we were going to still make it out as like we are basically still the center of the universe. We just happen to not be the center of the fucking solar system that we happen to be residing in, right?
Yeah.
So like when you look at the Bible, basically everything is very human centric, or at least that's the way that we take it nowadays. Well, the way that he's basically presenting this is that we need to look at it like it's centered on Christ.
Yeah.
Let's say. And the real big thing that is being extrapolated through this is that angels are an actual race of people from before the time of Adam.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So if I hadn't lost you already.
No.
So they talk about angels and they talk about them coming down and all that and drinking and eating with Abraham and all these other things, right? And every time they describe angels in the Bible, they talk about them being, they look exactly like men, right?
Yeah.
And they're called the sons of God, and humans are called the sons of Adam.
Yeah.
It's raining inside your room.
I know. Hey, give me a second. Let me push this table over.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I can feel it on the back of my neck. I just realized my phone, the computer charger was literally sitting in a puddle of water. Hold on one second.
I was walking around the neighborhood with my mom, and I could tell she had some shit up on her mind. She turned to me and said, "Mike, don't you want to meet someone?" I said, "No, I want to meet everyone. I want to get drunk with the punks and do bump with the king. I want to creep down the hall and go to bed with the queen. And when they come for my head, well, I'll be somewhere at sea, singing loud, singing proud. It's good to be free, 'cause I won't waste another day living someone else's way. I wanna be happy, I wanna be free. Fuck what they say, I'm doing me." My mama said, "But Mike, don't you wanna be comfortable?" I said, "No, I don't wanna be comfortable. I wanna be scared out of my head and lost out of my mind. I wanna fall in and out of love a few thousand times. I wanna spend all of my money on my friends and on drugs. And I wanna ride around on a horse and give people hugs. And when I come into town, they'll say, 'Oh shit, there's Mike. There's something wrong with that boy. I swear he just ain't right.' 'Cause I won't waste another day living someone else's way. I wanna be happy, I wanna be free. Fuck what they say, I'm doing me." My mama said, "But Mike, don't you wanna have kids?" "No, I am a kid. And chances are if you go looking, mama, you might find some. 'Cause my pullout game just ain't so hot these days. And if you find them, you tell them daddy said follow no man, follow the God within. They'll be coming for your heart real soon, son. This whole thing is rigged. You're back in the matrix. And you gotta find your own way out. 'Cause I won't waste another day living someone else's way. I wanna be happy, I wanna be free. Fuck what they say, I'm doing me." fuck with all them say. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Me, 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 me. Yeah, fuck 'em.
All right. That
All
should
right.
be better.
All right.
I'm not getting my computer slowly dripping with water.
Yeah. Yeah, I was scared for you. I did see water just flying into the room.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. As soon as I turn this table around, it's like eased up, but I guarantee it'll start back up here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So where I left off, God is the king of an ancient civilization.
Okay.
The angels, as they're described, are his sons or his followers. Then there was an actual space battle that took place in the heavens, aka space,
Yeah.
where people had an, or not people, but his followers had an uprising, and they were fighting against their king, who we now refer to as God.
Yeah.
And they lost, so they were banished to Earth. But they took with them their technology that they had, because they were an advanced space pirate. I don't know about space pirate, but they were an advanced, like it was like some shit out of Star Wars, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they're an advanced star-faring civilization. They got banished to Earth, and where at the time there was no human, so to speak of, and one of their leaders was named Adam. And when he was on Earth, he's like, basically they took their technology, and they were an all-male species, or at least it was an all-male group that was sent to Earth.
Yeah.
So it was all their warriors, I assume. And they decided to create women on Earth.
Okay.
And then their offspring of the women that they created and themselves is where humanity rose from.
All right.
You follow me so far?
Yeah. Yeah. So they made, like, do you think they had women beforehand, or do you think it's something that, like, they knew how to do? Like they knew they needed some, so they just, like, they had like maybe a cloning process. Like they didn't actually give birth anymore. They just cloned. And then they're like, well, we need women. So they just made a woman. And then
Actually,
that way you're like,
I think it's exactly like that, because they talk about how angels. So let's refer to like the angel race. Okay.
okay, cool.
Instead of looking at it like a spiritual wise, let's look at it like a race wise, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So the angel race, they don't have mothers and fathers. In the Bible, they don't have mothers and fathers.
True.
So they could be, and that could be how they were created. They were, I don't know about cloned, but they were all genetically engineered.
Yeah.
Let's say. So, let's say it's a warrior race. Let's say.
Yeah.
Because they do have weapons of war, which is said in the Bible. They have weapons of war. They have swords and all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah.
They ride on fiery chariots and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. There's an episode of Ancient Aliens I got to bring up whenever we get to that. But yeah, totally. They definitely were warring people.
Yeah. So let's say it's a race of, and I apologize to Timothy Alberino, because we're going to deviate from what you say quite a bit, probably.
Yeah, pretty much.
But which I probably already have. But
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's say they've got their a race of warriors, and being totally sexist, men are the best warriors. Okay, so it's an all-male warrior race, the angel race, and they try to take over a small group of them try to take over their king, and they lose, and they're banished to Earth. And because they have the technology to genetically create people, or their angelic race, they have the technology to just create these individuals. They decided to genetically alter, and they started making females. And then they started copulating with those females and having actual babies without it being genetically formed for the first time. And those are what we call in the Bible the sons of Adam.
Yeah.
Which is humanity.
So here's an idea that's going to piss off a lot of religious people. What if they didn't create from scratch women? They took men and converted them into women. So essentially they're the first transgendered, so like not just transgender, first successful, like to take someone from one gender to the next and be able to give birth and all that.
Yeah, that could be.
Could be. Yeah.
What Timothy Alberino thinks is that there was already humans on the planet, but they were like very primitive.
Yeah.
And when the angel race came down, they basically made a deal with the tribal leaders of the primitive people here that we are going to take basically the same deal that Eisenhower made with the Greys back in the 40s. Okay. Like, we're going to take...
Hold on. You just said that like that was like everyday news. And I got to like applaud you on that one. Because you just breezed by that like that was nothing. Like, yeah, we all know about that, right? It's in the history books. But yeah, keep going. I want to see where this goes. I just had to comment because that made me laugh.
Yeah, so he made a deal with the tribal leaders. He's like, look, the Adam and his group, and they're like, we don't have any males. We need females to reproduce, to continue our bloodline. So we will give you or let you utilize our technology, because they're super primitive people, right?
Yeah.
This is like before the flood even, right? So we're going to give you our technology, and in return, you're going to let us marry your women and have them as our brides, or our, basically at that time, there probably wasn't no such thing as brides, our female counterparts, right?
Yeah.
So our reproductive people.
Yeah.
And they accept it. They accept it for the technology. And that's why like Adam lived over 900 years, because he was of this angel race. He wasn't human.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And it wasn't until their genetics started to dilute from their kids having babies with more humans and not so on and so forth, until, now we're down to only living 100 years instead of living 900 years.
Yeah.
And that's how that's evolved. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, now like there's some logic behind it for sure.
So that kind of answers some of the questions that we've had in previous episodes about where they got the technology to do things in the past that we couldn't do today.
Yeah.
And it was they had this angel race technology that they came down from space with.
Yeah.
And they used it here on Earth to make massive structures and all this other stuff when they were all still alive. And then the great flood happened because the king god, the king of the angels, saw what was going on down here and was pissed off about it and flooded everything, because that's what they say happened in the Bible.
Yeah.
So he floods everything to try and wipe the face of earth, wipe all that technology and everything off the face of the earth, and have the humans restart without that angel race,
Technology and advancement and all that.
yeah, well, influence is what I'm looking for.
Nice. Yes.
And just basically start over on our own.
Yeah.
Even though even though it's already been ingrained into our genetics.
Yeah.
Because we are, and that's why he says, so you look like we're created in the image of God, right?
Yeah.
The angel race are all created in the image of their king, because they're all genetically engineered.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from. I'm
Okay.
guessing.
Yeah.
And if we all look like them, we look like a mutt of those in humans.
Yeah.
Is what humans look like now.
Huh. Nice. I dig that. I like that. as you were talking about like the battle that they were having earlier, I swear there was an Ancient Aliens episode. And I've seen some other things say this as well. That like in Indian culture, right? So when they talk about, because like if you look at Indian, like in India, their Hindu religion of like Shiva and all this, like at one point in the, don't quote me on any of this, but I could remember that there was like these giant battles that happened in some of the stories, and it was chariots in the sky and people floating on lotus petals and just like attacking each other, and people going into volcanoes and all sorts of crazy shit happens, right?
Yeah.
And they talk about like, what if that's just what people remember, or if it's just what people didn't understand what they saw, that's how they interpreted it.
It could be exactly that, because the supposedly like the highest form of travel, like the most technically advanced form of travel at the time, was chariots.
Yeah.
So that's what they, align this stuff with. They correlate it with chariots because that's what they know as like, that's like the F-15s of us now.
Yeah.
That's
or if like, if let's say we've all seen Avengers 1, right? Like those aliens, when they came in, they're literally a dude in a chariot like thing that is floating and is being pulled by like a rocket or something.
Yeah.
Right. But to us, that is the closest thing to it. And like, well, that's a chariot. It just doesn't have wheels.
Oh yeah. That is a full on chariot of fire right there.
Yeah. Like even today, if we see, I'll put it in these terms. If we see a floating thing in the air, that is a spaceship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It might not be, but that's the thing that we relate to.
Yeah.
And we go, that's what it is. It might not be. The aliens are like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not a spaceship. Like that's what I'm saying. That's a weather cube from Grievous 9 or some shit like that.
Right. You idiot.
Yeah. Dumb
That's
fucking humans.
That's an atmosphere sensor.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. And it could be something simple like that. Shit, we don't know.
Yeah.
They'll never tell us.
No.
We'll never fucking know the full extent of everything.
Oh, no, never.
Never.
Nah.
So I'm saying this is it.
Boom, mic drop.
Today, this is what it is. It could be different tomorrow. Next Friday, when the next episode comes out, it might be something completely different.
Yeah, we're like, dude, have you heard?
Yeah, we all
this ancient religion that we just found out about.
We all actually live inside of a sud of beer.
Yeah. And we're just waiting to be popped.
I'm looking up for the giant alien that's going to stick his thumb into my shit.
Yeah, right.
God damn it. Dude, giants exist as well. So that's the other thing, is the original offspring of the angel race and the human girls produced giant babies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Until they started figuring out how to do it without making giant babies, they created all these giant babies. And then the giant babies grew up, and then they had relations and created other giants. And that's where all the giants come from.
Nice.
And they exist. We know for a fact, you and I both know for a fact, that there's a multitude of giant bones in the Smithsonian basement right now.
I was about to bring that up. Like, yeah, we would know more if the Smithsonian would tell us. You, me, and the guy that turned me on to that from my past job, because he was like, do you know about the giants? Let me show you a video.
Yeah, man. Dude, I will, even if it's just a janitor job, I will try and get a job at the Smithsonian. Get either janitor or like low-level security or something.
You're going to night at the museum, the Smithsonian, but you're not doing it because everything comes alive. You're like, bitch, I'm going to find those giant bones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's going on TikTok every night.
Oh, yeah.
Live stream on TikTok every night. Me searching for giant bones in the Smithsonian. Dude, you think so? The Smithsonian's hiding all this shit from us. You think the Smithsonian is the Illuminati?
Like that's the headquarters.
Yeah, it's like
I mean,
yeah.
it's right there.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing about information. If you have all the information and you want to pretend like you give it all away, you give them just enough.
Oh yeah.
So if you go, huh? And they're like, yeah, give me, yeah. And they just keep taking. But that way you control the flow of information. I mean, honestly, it's just like the Vatican. They got libraries of shit they don't want people to read, but I guarantee you it's all down there in vault. Like, that's not bad. The funny thing is, I was going extreme before you said that. Like, they're the Illuminati. I was like, what if that's the secret headquarters for the Men in Black? Like they just pop out of like a F-17 or whatever. It's like, whoa, and they go out, whatever. Because who the hell's around there at night?
What if it's all the same branch of an unseen global government?
See, I was thinking of a branch of government that controls, like,
not even a U.S. government, just an unseen global government that we don't even know about, because it could exist.
Yeah,
it could exist and we don't even know it even exists, and we're all just playing pretend in these countries like we're actually a member of XYZ country, right?
Yeah.
When in reality, we're all just part of the same global government, and the Smithsonian, the Men in Black, all that type of shit are all just branches of that government to hold us down, to keep us in the fucking dark, man.
Docile. See, every time we talk about this, my first thought is to do what? Like, to just survive. Like, I
power.
need something.
Control.
Power and control is pretty much everything there is.
Yeah. That's the end all be all of humanity, really.
Yeah.
Like, anytime you see any other government or whatever try and take over something else, it's all about power. It's all about control. And I think that could have easily happened. That could have easily happened back in the late 1700s, early 1800s, when all the fucking people were wiped off the earth, and we have all these first photographs of these cities, of completely empty cities. And that's when it happened, right there.
I was wondering where you're going. I was like, 1800s. I forgot about that. Like, that's the second wave.
Yeah.
That was when that's when the Smithsonian gave power. Actually, I want to look up something. Because this is going to be freaky if it's around the same time. You ready?
Yeah.
When was the Smithsonian established? It is a trust instrumentally and an organization established by the U.S. government and public trust. It was founded August 10th, 1846 for the increase and diffusion of knowledge, and it is comprised of a group of museums and research centers.
There it is. There's
what was the year of those pictures?
1840s, baby.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
All right.
There's the smoking gun, buddy. That's it.
Oh, that's what a coinky dink.
Yeah, all those pictures are from the late 1840s, early 1850s.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. So, and what do they say about history? History is wrote by the victors.
That is true.
Okay. We had a global takeover. It don't even have to be humans. It could be the Greys or another race. Global takeover, the angel race.
Yeah.
Okay? And they wiped out 75% of the fucking population between 1790 to 1840, right?
Yeah.
And created a one world government where everybody reports up to them. All nations report to them.
Yeah.
And they say what goes. And that answers all the questions that we have today.
That's
Right?
not bad.
Right?
Yeah. That's not bad. It is weird that the Smithsonian just happened to be founded. Like, that was kind of one of those moments where I was like, oh, it's like I knew it was going to be right there.
Yeah. Right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's why when you see people like these these supposed leaders of different nations, and they're like, oh, well, I have to answer to this person or that person. Like, well, who are they even talking about? This is who they're talking about.
Yeah.
This is who they're talking about. They're talking about the heads, the man upstairs. They're not talking about God when they say the man upstairs. They're talking about that one government, that one global government that controls everything.
Yeah. That spaceship that's floating around the atmosphere.
That's right. It's got the cloak on.
The moon space station.
Oh, I guarantee it. It's a fucking Death Star.
Yeah. What
We're
damn.
shining down on you every night to make sure you do exactly what we say.
Downloading all its information into your brain. Yeah, we are the werewolves.
Yes.
But what was gonna say? You know what this made me think about is, you know how like there are vaults all over the world that is like the world's whatever. Like, for instance, in I don't remember what country it's in. It's the World Seed Bank.
Yeah, it's in like Greenland or something.
Yes. The SVALBARD Shva or I guess it would just be Valbard Global Seed Vault. It is in. All right, so it's north of Norway, Sweden, and Finland. If you go up, there is like this. It's like this land that's like above the Baltic Sea. It's not Greenland. It's not Iceland. All right, it's a Norwegian sovereignty.
Yeah.
All right, so it's part of Norway. All right, but yeah, so there are places like that everywhere, and it makes you wonder, like, much like the Smithsonian is taking in information, like maybe they're just taking all the best things, compiling it for whatever fucking reason later, take to another world, terraform somewhere else, something along those lines. But it kind of makes you like, what if they're like instructed to do that, not just for posterity's sakes, but they're doing it because, like, well, the Smithsonian told us to, with music and seeds and food varieties, and I'm guarantee you there's a vault of every chemical known to man somewhere.
All the elements, all that stuff.
Yeah, Bill Gates has an accurate periodic table with every periodic thing in it, like on a wall, like a
How does
sample.
he have the gas? He has the gases in like a tube in there.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's like literally a wall that looks like a periodic table, and he's got all the different elements in it. Some of that shit's radioactive. That's what's funny about it.
Well, he has to have good concealment then on it.
Yeah, but it's like like in a wall by his desk.
Yeah. He's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
watching Daddy's fist and the Jackson County prison. Can't cut a bleed stain on my kitten. I came from the mud with a low lives waller. Sailors wearing single parent, double wide squatter. Wild child coyote kid without a collar. Trying to get by on a high and a dollar. It's the salt in the stain, fire in my veins. Hear it when I sing. It's the pain that put the holler in the holler. I'm a oh, there's a 2x4 fighting just for fun in the middle of nowhere with nowhere to run. Hell-bent, broken souls seeking salvation, where the preachers all preach the book of Revelation. $100 Chevy was my ticket out, and the valley of the shadows always with me, no doubt. I came from the mud where the low lives waller. Sailors wearing single parent, double wide squaller. Wild child coyote kid without a collar. Trying to get by on a high and a dollar. It's the salt in the stain, fire in my veins. Hear it when I sing. It's the pain that put the holler in the holler. I'm a I was kinda quiet as a kid growing up. I was kinda quiet as a kid growing up. Yeah, I was kinda quiet as a kid growing up. I came from the mud where the low lives waller. Sailors wearing single parent, double wide squaller. Wild child coyote kid without a collar. Trying to get by on a high and a dollar. It's the salt in the stain, fire in my veins. Hear it when I sing. It's the pain that put the holler, pain put the holler, pain put the holler in the holler. I'm a
All right. So you want to hear how the end of the world happens?
Yeah.
Because Timothy Alberino talks about that as well. So apparently aliens are going to attack.
Okay.
So it's like, say it's Tuesday and aliens attack the world.
Okay.
We don't have, and they are highly way more technologically advanced than we are. And they're just wiping our militaries out left and right. just taking us out. And we're like almost at the point of no hope. Then a secondary, let's call them the angel race,
Yeah.
comes down and saves us from that evil attacking alien race.
Nice.
And we look at them as our saviors. And we put them in charge of us. Because we're so grateful of them saving us from the attack of and it'll be like some gruesome, nasty looking, despicable looking aliens that are attacking us. And then the angel race that'll come down will be angelic looking.
Yeah.
They will be hotness, and they will come down and they'll have like the best of everything. They'll wipe out this evil alien race and they'll take them all out, right?
Yeah.
But what we won't know is that they are truly the deceptors, right? They are the fallen angels.
Nice.
Okay. And they're going to take over, and they're basically going to make us humans part of their war against King God. And then that's where you hear in Revelations the final battle between good versus evil.
Yeah.
Is we're going to be part of that evil army that the angel race has created here on Earth, has built up to fight, and they're going to make it out like the God King is the evil one, and basically turn us all against that, and then we're all going to be fighting against that until we finally see the light and are redeemed. But until that, we're going to be fighting on the side of the fallen angel race.
Yeah. That's part of this that I keep thinking about is like, so who are the fallen angels in this? Because like, historically they're the evil that corrupts the world. I mean, if you think about it that way too, if they're the fallen ones that corrupted the world, they could have done it by make it like doing hybrid babies or whatever.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah. Or they could have been ones that were trying to destroy what the other angels that came down to make the hybrid kid. They're the ones trying to come in and destroy all that.
I think,
and that's why we write it that way.
I think after the flood happened, God, the King God, was like, look, I created this flood to wipe you guys out. You guys are done. Stop it with your bullshit.
Yeah.
And they've been in hiding ever since.
Yeah.
And it isn't until, like I said, this other alien race comes down and starts attacking Earth that they're going to make themselves known again and make themselves shown again, and come out and save us from these other attackers and basically retake the throne of the masters of Earth. Because I think back before the flood and all that stuff, they were like, have you ever seen the movie Stargate?
Yeah.
They had like those gods they were like gods, but had advanced technology and ships and all that shit, and like the Egyptians basically worshipped them and did whatever they said.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what the angel race was like when they came down.
Okay.
And like all the humans were like their subservience like that. And that's why they just like took whatever females they wanted and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then so when this happens again, we're going to be so grateful to them, and we're going to be basically wiped out. All of our technology and everything's going to be wiped out because there's going to be so few of us left that it's going to be right back to that same type of situation.
Ah, okay.
Complete hyperbole.
Oh, yeah.
Just speculation on my end. came out of the mind of Mike Odebeck.
Yeah. It's not bad though. I mean, for what we've talked about, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like if you follow that storyline that I started with,
Yeah.
like it seems like that would be the logical steps to get to where we're going.
Yeah. Them taking over. Yeah.
Yeah, and they could have rewrote if they took over in 1804 and the angel, that could have happened. That could have already happened. What if that already happened? Because we talked about that when we talked about the first Great Reset, right?
Oh yeah.
We talked about it could have been aliens that attacked.
Yeah.
So what if that whole scenario already happened? And that's how, Andrew Jackson was really killed.
Yeah.
And then what did we say? History is wrote by the victors, right?
Right.
So the angel race came down. They took over. They saved us from that alien attack. There was 25% of Earth's population left. They're like, hey, we're going to help you guys rebuild. And we're, instead of using this hydro, what is it? Steampunk, instead of using this steampunk technology.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to give you computer technology.
Yeah.
And which is what we have, which is angel race technology.
Ah, okay. So it's just, those are the gifts that are just sprinkled in, like, here's a little bit.
Yeah. And they're slowly dripping it to us, right?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, they are the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's so the Smithsonian is full of angel race or people that follow the angel race and do their bidding, compiling all the world's information, history, and
rewriting it and retelling it to fit their narrative.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, that didn't happen like that. This is what happened. Why? We have some proof. Don't worry about it. No, giants aren't a thing.
Just like you were saying earlier, just enough proof to get you to stop talking about it.
Exactly. Because if everyone goes, what happened? And you go, here's a little bit of something what happened. They're like, yep, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You cool with that? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. All right, fuck it. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because that's always the people.
Right.
Yeah.
Sam Adams, start making some beer.
Yeah.
They'll be happy.
Yeah. McDonald's, come out with another McRib.
That's right.
Okay, cool. Got it. Coming. We need them lethargic as fuck.
That's right. 17,000 trillion cheeseburgers later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's a funny thought. Do you think that anything that they've created to limit the masses or like narrow the thing of information went out of control? Like, because I was thinking, like, if they did, hypothetically, if they started McDonald's, they're like, hey, sell some cheeseburgers. These are good. And we're going to put something in it so it inoculates everybody, right? And then do you think they come back and goes, hey, could you all fucking stop? Like, no, man, we're a multi-billion-dollar company. We can't stop now.
Yeah, that happened. That happened.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos.
Yeah, and that's why he stepped down finally. They're like,
did he really?
Yeah, he retired.
I wonder what it's like to retire from just making money.
Yeah, right.
Just like, what do? I make money.
Yeah,
literally. It just. I don't know. I look at my bank account. I'm like $100 million richer every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, I know is a listener to Soberless Thoughts.
Of course.
If you want to go ahead and donate just $1 billion to the podcast, go ahead and hit us up at soberlessthoughts@gmail.com.
Yeah. I'd be happy if he donated, I don't know, 1/1,000,000th of a percentage of his wealth.
I figure with $1 billion,
Yeah.
that would be enough money to where, well, first of all, neither one of our families would ever have to work again. And secondly, you and I could just travel to all of these and have bribe money to get into all of these random countries where they have all these ancient fucking hieroglyphs and the fucking massive boulders and shit that could have never been moved by men.
Yeah, basically. Like, so we're in the Pyramid of Giza. It's got shitty Wi-Fi, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do live podcasts from inside the Great Pyramid.
No, that would be the shit. And you know what? If we brought home $1 billion, I guarantee you, anyone that would have an issue with what we say, that is family or friends, would not give a shit. Like, no, keep doing it.
Yeah, yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff, in advance for that.
Yeah, right.
I will link you in this podcast.
Yeah, right.
Yes. And then you can tell us, well, if we had that amount of money, do you think we would even be able to find out about the truth of the angel race in the Smithsonian?
I don't know. They might come to us. Like, hey, this is what we need you all to tell the public. And like, can we get another $1 billion? Yeah. Okay. So here's what's happening. It's sunshine and flowers everywhere.
They all laughed as he turned around slow. They said, you ain't welcome round here anymore. You just might as well go. He wiped the blood from his face as he slowly came to his knees. He said, I'll be back when you least expect it. And hell's coming with me. Hell's coming with me. There is a hill at the bottom of the valley where all the poor souls go when they die. And if you listen real close, you can hear them like a ghost saying you're never gonna make it out alive. There is a town at the bottom of that hill. They got a secret that they keep like a slave. They got a black magic preacher, you do well to let them teach you. You'll be headed up that hill to the grave. And it is well with my soul. You line your pockets full of money that you steal from the poor. And on your way down the hill, you hear me ring that bell. I paid the devil twice as much to keep your soul. There was a drifter passing through that little valley. He had promised he was coming back to town. They didn't know him by his face or by the gun around his waist, but he come back to burn that town to the ground. First there was fire, then there was smoke, then that preacher man was hanging by a rope. And then they all fell to their knees and begged that drifter, begged him please, as he raised his fist before he spoke. I am the righteous hand of God, and I am the devil that you forgot. And I told you one day you will see that I'll be back, I guarantee. And that hell's coming, hell's coming, hell's coming with me.
Hey, guess what, everybody? The Earth is flat, actually.
Yeah. It's flat. It's like a pizza pie. Yeah, dolphins can talk, and monkeys can read minds. So we're out.
Did you hear about the horny dolphins?
Are you seriously asking me?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't
Tell me
hear
about
about
the horny
this?
dolphins. No.
Yeah, man. There's apparently at one of these sea resorts or something like that, they have a problem with horny dolphins right now.
I love it when humans and nature can interact in harmony. There's nothing the matter with saying good day to one another and spending quality time together. Dolphins are so smart as well, aren't they? They're such classy, honourable, distinguished mammals. So many other creatures just think about how to acquire pleasure. They're basic as fuck, not dolphins. We have a special intellectual bond. Oh, hello! It's having a sniff of that Sheila's vagina. What a little fucking creep. Look at the sleazy smile on its face. That's incredible. We all thought this dolphin was a good bloke. It's been wearing a Time's Up pin. It donated to feminist things. What a deceptive crock of shit. Look at it, another wanker whipping its dick out inappropriately. If you can't trust a dolphin to behave around a clam, who can you trust? Oh, here we go. A human male has intervened. He's like, step back from my wife's beef curtains. Seriously, I will knock your block off, you dodgy bottle-nosed shit cunt. The dolphin decides to branch out and sexually assaults the fella's penis. It really is lonely. It'll take whatever it can get. It's just dominance. It's a dominance and power thing, isn't it? Although I think it does prefer muff diving. It's definitely got more of a taste for the Sheila. Gee whiz. At least interspecies love was consensual in the Shape of Water movie. This is not fun. I hope their honeymoon gets better, or whatever kind of holiday they're on. Fuck's sake. Add this to the list of things we have to worry about this year. I already worry about war and conflict, global inequality, and now rapist dolphins.
Oh my god, a dolphin!
That ain't no dolphin. Maybe that's a shark.
It's not a shark! This is so amazing! Look at how close he is to us!
No. See, you on your own with this one.
Oh, look at him, he's smiling at you!
Really, you know dolphins smile no matter what. That's just the way their face is shaped. Oh, no.
He's hugging me!
No. I don't hug my leg too. Before I hold it to read.
Get my camera, I want to post it!
Don't look him in his eyes. They like that shit.
What was that? That was a hug, right?
You need a cigarette?
That was intense. Where'd you go, little guy?
Oh my God. Are you okay?
What just happened? I thought we were playing.
Playing? Nah, y'all want to play.
Is that his dick?
I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
God, I feel sick.
They're literally going up to people in the water and like humping their legs.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that when dolphins smell a woman's vagina, or if it like a woman's like maybe menstruating or ovulating, I can't remember what it was, they can actually sense that in the water.
Yeah.
And dolphins are actually kind of close to us because they're mammals, close to us in that sense, like genetically. I guess they will do the little red rocket
Yeah.
and then try to like and just try to get in some.
Yeah. Have you seen a dolphin's dick before?
No, but I feel like I read it's like a solid 7-incher or something like that.
Really? Like 7 inches?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it
Like
up. Dolphin
like a 6 or
dick.
7. I don't know. I feel like there's a guy that I worked with. He had an obsession with animal dicks.
Oh, dude, it's good sized. It's a solid. It's huge actually. It's like
Yeah.
a horse dick.
Good for you.
It's like a
dolphins.
horse cock, man.
Yeah. No wonder sharks are scared of you.
Yeah, dude, they've got big old penises. Old penises.
You know how snails have sex?
How?
So a snail will grow a penis, or that's what we'd call it, and then jam it into the head of the other one. And then after they get done impregnating the other one, it will then just break it off and grow another one next time.
Oh, wow.
That is weird looking. Looks like a tongue coming out of a vagina.
Yeah, it does actually, because
Yeah.
it like hides up inside there until they get horny, and then it
Yeah.
pops out like that. Kind of
Like It kind of looks like you ever done like a snake with your hand. When you do this,
oh yeah.
and you're like where you just kind of, that's what it looks like. It's like if you did the snake thing and you put your thumb to all your fingers. Oh, that one's a little bit more pointy.
Yeah, but look, compared to her hand, look how big.
I
that
mean,
is.
yeah, it's got some girth to it.
Dude, that's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna put a hurting on
Oh yeah.
someone at World for sure. No wonder they're having trouble with it.
Oh, anyways,
Yeah.
look for that
What?
on Pornhub.
Yeah.
That'll be
I
the
could bet
next segment.
money it's out there.
And there was, when I was just looking it up, there was like a drawing, like an old drawing from like the Renaissance period of a woman like basically getting railed by a dolphin. Like, damn, that must have happened. That must have been a thing back in the day.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You kind of froze up on me. Last thing I heard was there's a Renaissance painting where basically a woman's getting
Yeah, a woman's getting railed by a dolphin in the
Railed.
painting. Yeah. And she looked like she was in full on orgasm mode.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And I'm thinking like that might have been like a niche thing back then.
Yeah. I mean, you know what they say, once you go dolphin, you'll leave a flopping.
Maybe that's what happened to Atlantis.
Bunch of horny dolphins came in and fucked everybody to
Yeah.
death. Is that what
Yeah.
it was?
That's what happened.
Yeah. Because once you go dolphin, there is no stopping.
That's
All right. Now.
Sucking on a dolphin will leave you coughing.
Yeah. If you fuck a dolphin, you might leave in a coffin.
Yeah, that's it. That's what happened to Atlantis.
Now, wait. Now, when you say sucking off on a dolphin will leave you coughing,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was saying in a coffin as in, okay. Because I said, I'm like, wait, did you just say that?
Yeah. Coughing, choking,
Yeah.
gagging. You know,
Yeah.
eyes watering. You know,
In the water.
yeah. You've never had your eyes water in the water before?
Yeah. Oh,
You-
dude,
You leave
that's
them open too long in the chlorine?
not to get too sick about it, but you know what makes your eyes red in a chlorinated pool?
Yeah, the pee. I don't know what.
No, it's the pee.
Is it the pee?
It really is the pee. It's the irritation of the pee in your eyes. So if your eyes are like beet red from the pool, there's a lot of piss in that pool.
Ugh. What if there is no piss in the pool? Does that mean your eyes don't get red?
Maybe not. I don't know. It made me want to go like, do my eyes get red in the ocean? I mean, the salt it dries out the skin for sure.
Yeah.
I also don't open my eyes in the salt water. That just seems like,
I've never done it.
yeah, it seems like a bad thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But that sounds like something we can now test. That can go on our list of things to test in the future. Is we fill a pool with chlorine and we get in without peeing in it and open our eyes and see if they get red.
Yeah. And then come back. We get like 50 people to get in it.
Yeah.
And I'll just take a nice long piss.
Yeah.
That you send someone else through.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens.
And see, and they open their eyes. But no, we gotta. So what we do is we have people swim in there with their eyes open underwater and see who is the least affected in their eyes by the clean pool water. And whoever has the least affected eyes, that's who we then get to swim in the pee pool to see if it then has a greater effect on their eyes.
Yeah.
We have to make this scientific.
That's sound logic for sure.
Yeah. Well, now that we have plans for the future,
Yep.
let's talk. Let's talk about where you can find us on social media so you can find those scientific results.
Yeah, that's right. Don't forget, you can always find us on all social medias, much like Facebook. You can do Soberless Thoughts. You can go on Instagram at Soberless Thoughts. Don't forget Twitter at Think Soberless. And if you want to go to our website but go to the website www.soberlessthoughts.com. Oh my God, why did I just go blank on that? www.soberlessthoughts.com. Yeah. Anyway,
throwing a bunch of ats in there.
I know. I got hung up on the ats. But yeah. Also, don't forget to go out there, find us on all the podcasts and other viewing media, and like, share, and please comment on all things Soberless Thoughts. We would love to hear your reviews. We'd love to hear you send it out to other people. And if you have any thoughts, if you have any Soberless thoughts, send them to us at the email.
Yeah. At the email, soberlessthoughts@gmail.com, or our DMs are always wide open.
Yeah.
So next time you find yourself in a skillet, you need to stay greasy. Nope.
Nope.
You need to stay. You need to put some deodorant on. You need to.
You need to put some deodorant on.
You need to not smell so bad. You need to get home from work and get yourself a beer. You need to, next time you find yourself in a skillet, you need to stay cheesy.
Yep.
Keep it greasy and flip on out.
Yes, sir.
Thing that they have. That's a great idea.
Why?
Just have that lip.
Nice awesome.
You can't be corrupted by sex.
Don't wanna live as an untold story. Rather go out in a blaze of glory. I can't hear you. I don't fear you. I live now 'cause the bad die last. Dodging bullets with your broken past. I can't hear you. I don't fear you now. Wrapped in your regret. What a waste of blood and sweat. Oh, I wanna taste love and pain. Wanna feel pride and shame. I don't wanna take my time. Don't wanna waste one life. I wanna live
he was just bent over pulling his phone charger out of the wall, and I could see full on crackage, and it was spectacular.
Yeah.